Good evening to everyone who is present for the webinar today. I'm very happy to have very eminent panel members with us today. And as we all know that adolescent health is a very big concern these days. Adolescent age as defined by WHO is the age between 10 to 19 years. And this is an age where kids are growing and they have a lot of changes in their body in terms of their um, what do you say, likings and dislikings and hormones and so many things going on in their body at that time, and they want to have fun and they want to have all good things in life. With the peer pressure they want to have a lot of things which their friends are having, so their likes and dislikes are also constantly changing and their belief systems are changing. So this is a very very crucial age, and it requires lot of attention and lot of care. So it's very crucial that we talk about it, because whatever is taken up or consumed during this age also has a very big impact on their future health. And I think I would not be speaking much about it because we have more people who are a bigger authority in this field. So let me first welcome Dr. Kanika Verma, who is the speaker for today's webinar, the first speaker. And Dr. Kanika Verma is Associate Professor in the Department of Home Science, University of Rajasthan. She has been teaching nutrition since 1996. Ma'am Kanika did her master's and PhD both from University of Rajasthan, Jaipur. Her research areas are junk food, sodium in processed foods. Clinical nutrition is her field of interest, and she has done majority of work in clinical nutrition, cancer, liver diseases, geriatric nutrition, and non-communicable diseases. She has about 40 published papers in various scientific journals, and several chapters in book are to her name. Dr. Kanika Verma is actively writing a blog by the name Soul and Body Nourishment. The address is http://soulbodynourishment.wordpress.com, where she has written about many relevant topics such as nutrition advice during COVID-19 outbreak, sugar, you don't need it, but you crave for it, etc. She is a former president of Indian Dietetic Association Jaipur chapter. She is volunteer for counseling of cancer patients and has won many awards and recognitions for her research and work in the field of health and nutrition. I welcome you, Dr. Kanika Verma, to this webinar.
Thank you, Mani. I will start. Thank you for a very kind introduction. I will start my presentation.
Yes, ma'am. So I'll stop share. 1 second. Yes, ma'am.
Can you see my presentation?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so good afternoon to everybody. Today's topic is nutrition for adolescents. Adolescents, I think the adolescents are comprising of nearly 1/4 of our country's population. So they are a very important part of our country, and they need a lot of attention. See, because especially if we talk of young women, if we talk of adolescent girls, why we are talking so much about their nutrition is because we want them to be healthy, and we want them to have a proper body mass index and nutritional status before they enter into the reproductive phase. That means before they become pregnant. So the overall health, mortality, morbidity, and the economic growth of our country is dependent on this 1/4 section of the population, because they are our future. So investment in adolescent health, and especially adolescent sexual health and reproductive health, is going to give our country a lot of dividends. And I always say that adolescent nutrition is not only for those who have adolescent children at home, but it is also for understanding that the adolescents around us, they could be our students, they could be our patients, they could be adolescent girls living nearby a house. So, you know, we really need to take care of this particular section. Some of the challenges that adolescents face are nutritional disorders, of course, because that is my area. But besides nutritional disorders, they also have early pregnancies, because we in our country we have early marriages also, unsafe sex leading to, you know, sex communicated diseases, alcohol, tobacco, drug abuse. This is all very rampant in the adolescent population. And there are also mental health concerns. I really wish we should talk more about the mental health concerns of this population also. Anyway, I'm going to focus on the nutritional part of adolescence. So during adolescence, there are major changes in the bodies of these adolescent girls and boys. By the time they are 18 years, they have achieved their 50% of ideal body weight. They achieve more than 90% of the skeletal mass. Girls gain about 8 kgs a year, slower weight gain in late adolescence. Boys gain more weight. What is interesting is that boys get lean, their bone density increases, lean body mass doubles. Girls get taller and fatter, not exactly fatter, because their body fat percentage increases. That is how the body physiology is. Why I am emphasizing on this particular part is that because adolescent girls have a very complex body image about themselves. They want to attain the zero figure, they want to diet, and they will be I think Archana will be dealing about that part. But we have to understand that the body fat composition of girls, of females, is more. So, you know, it is natural for the girls to get, you know, their hips will become rounder, the breast development will be there. So naturally there will be some fat deposition, and it is part of the natural process. So we should not diet, you know, get into that diet phase. This is particularly for the adolescent girls. Don't get into that severe dieting and try to get into a Kareena Kapoor type of a figure, because it is not the natural way. What I really want to emphasize is that what kind of food are we prescribing to these children? What should we taste? See, it's very easy to say, eat a nutritious diet. Acha khana khao. But what exactly do we mean by a nutritious diet? I am not going into the RDAs, how much calories, how much protein, how much milligrams of iron. I'm talking in the simple terms of the amount of food a young woman who is sedentary in nature needs. So, you know, we start with the base. You can see all kinds of cereals. So approximately 10 to 12 servings of cereals, and these cereals should be preferably whole grain. Let us reduce the intake of refined cereals. Then the next ladder that you can see is vegetables and fruits. WHO recommends that 5 servings of fruits and vegetables should be taken for a healthy diet. Now, this is a virtual meeting, but otherwise I always make people raise their hand, and when I ask them, how many of you actually take 4 to 5 servings of fruits and vegetables every day? Every day means every day. And in so many years of my, you know, giving lectures, I find that if it's a good crowd, maybe half of them would say, yes, we take it, ma'am, 3 to 4 servings. But 5 servings of fruits and vegetables तो बहुत कम लोग लेते हैं. I think nutritionists लेते होंगे. But we really need to emphasize on this fruits and vegetables, 5 servings. Then milk, and this is the bodybuilding products, milk and milk products, pulses, egg, chicken, meat, if the adolescent is a non-vegetarian. And on the top part is the fats and oils and sugars. Sugars का बहुत छोटा सा square है, because that is the amount of sugar that we really need. So this I'm giving you an idea. NIN has made a very beautiful plate. This is a plate designed by ICMR and NIN, and you can see half the plate has fruits and vegetables. So that means whenever it's a very simple rule. Let us not get into how many calories, how much protein, it's not just not practical. Let us talk whenever we eat a meal, whether it is lunch or dinner or breakfast, half of our plate should be filled with fruits and vegetables. Make your plate colorful. See, adolescents are very fond of wearing colorful earrings, colorful clothes. Make your plate also colorful. Then you can see a little more than 1/4 is filled with cereals. And cereals may, I would say, let us try to eat at least half the amount of cereals as whole grains. Whole grains का मतलब है whole wheat आटा which is not छना हुआ, छानेंगे नहीं आटे को, दलिया, बाजरा, मक्का, and if you belong to the upper elite class, then maybe quinoa, maybe ragi, maybe there are so many kinds of cereals that are available there. Fats and oils का एक छोटा सा sliver है. Nuts and seeds. Nuts and seeds are very important. Nuts and seeds से मेरा मतलब है chia seeds, flax seed, pumpkin seeds. I remember in my childhood, we used, whenever there was the kharbuza season, we used to make those, wash and dry those kharbuza seeds, and we used to just munch on them. Right now, sunflower seeds, flax seed, chia seeds, these are all the in things. You can mix them with raisins, add a little roasted peanuts or almonds, and you can make a very nice, delicious trail mix, which can be eaten as a snack also. And then very important part is pulses, eggs, and flesh foods. So, and you can see there is a glass of milk or curd. So this is what ideally a plate should be. Now you can convert it into a pasta, you can convert it into a chola and kulcha, you can convert it into idli sambar or whatever the adolescent wants. But this is the composition of a ideal plate that a person should be having. Then eating a nutritious diet means what? I will show you, I think this slide, this is better. Our diet has to have 3 kinds of food groups: energy rich foods, bodybuilding foods, protective foods. Energy rich foods which give us energy. गाड़ी में पेट्रोल भरते हैं, डीजल भरते हैं, उसी से गाड़ी चलती है. So our diesel, our petrol is the energy rich food. So carbohydrates, carbs are a very misunderstood food product. We really don't need to cut down on carbs. We need to change the kind of carbs that we are having. So whole grain cereals and millets, अगर हम whole grain खाएंगे तो half the problem is solved. Even vegetable oil, ghee, butter, because they have fat soluble vitamins and essential acids, they also fatty acids, they also provide us energy. Nuts and oil seeds, which I was mentioning, and sugar. Actually, sugar provides us no nutrition. That is why I have written nil here. Sugar is only for our, हमारी सिर्फ ज़बान के लिए है, सिर्फ हमारे taste के लिए. We really don't need sugar. Then next is bodybuilding foods, because in adolescence the rate of growth is very fast. आपको पता है कि very young children, 0 to 3 years, that is the time when we are talking so much about preventing malnutrition, because that is the time when children need to get the proper nutrition, otherwise they are permanently stunted and dwarfed, and their mental development doesn't take place properly. Adolescence is the next window of opportunity. अगर ये वाली ट्रेन छूट गई, then ये ट्रेन छूट गई, then you cannot catch it up again. So children who were malnourished in the earlier childhood, they can catch up during adolescence. So this is particularly true if an adolescent was not eating properly or faced some kind of health issues or was facing malnutrition, then adolescence is the time to catch up. So we need a lot of bodybuilding foods. Proteins is very important. And our Indian diets are basically carbohydrate rich diet. What will the mother make for an adolescent child? आलू का पराठा बना देती हूँ, सैंडविच बना देती हूँ, you know, it's all cereals, all kinds of cereals. पास्ता होगा, चाउमीन होगा तो उसमें वेजिटेबल्स नहीं होंगी, पास्ता होगा तो उसमें सिर्फ चीज होगा, you know, so protein is missing. So pulses, nuts and oil seeds, and when I say pulse, when I say dal, adolescents will just, you know, make a very bad face कि दाल कौन खाता है, you know, but दाल खाने के लिए, दाल I am emphasizing because if you are a vegetarian, how are you going to get your protein? How much paneer can you eat? So paneer, pulses, nuts and oil seeds, and if you are a non-vegetarian, then stick to eggs and white meat, stick to chicken and fish. I do not recommend red meat at all now, because even for adolescents, because the kind of lifestyle that we are eating, that we are leading, we really need to eat healthy kind of proteins also. Then protective foods, especially in a time like today when we are in a pandemic, we really need protective foods. Again, our fruits and vegetables. You know, all my students say that, ma'am, you always come back to fruits and vegetable intake, because I say it is the most important thing in your diet, because it is providing you the protective foods. You know, there's an ad of a soap in which says that, you know, by washing with this particular soap, एक सुरक्षा का घेरा बन जाता है. So सुरक्षा का घेरा, that protective, you know, protection that we need, we get from these protective foods, which is green leafy vegetables, vegetables and fruits, eggs, milk products, and flesh food. So this is what a diet should comprise of. So basically, if you teach an adolescent that they need to have energy giving foods, bodybuilding foods, and protective foods, maybe they will understand it better. Now, eating a nutritious diet, ये हमने बता दिया कि भाई ये खाना है. What is comprising of a nutritious diet? 3 meals and 2 nutritious healthy snacks. See, snacking is a very important part for an adolescent. Snacking का मतलब है छोटी भूख, बीच में जो कुछ खाने का मन है ना, अभी डिनर और लंच के बीच में कुछ खाना है या दोपहर को कुछ खाना है, that can be a healthy snack. It can be boiled eggs, it can be भुना चना, मुरमुरा, मखाना, nuts, जैसे मैंने कहा, the kind of trail mix that I was talking about, idli, moong dal chila, sprouts, maybe some grilled chicken, grilled fish if the person is a non-vegetarian, yogurt, chaach, lassi, these are healthy, and fruits, of course. This is the, see, snacks, we have to understand that snacks are a very important part for an adolescent, so we have to provide them healthy snacks every day. You know, some popular snacks, like I have given an example. Suppose you want to make a burger. Now you will say, okay, burger is not healthy, but no, burger can be made healthy if you add a little paneer or a little soya bean into the tikki, and if you do not deep fry it, if you use less oil, and if you make, you know, a cabbage ka apne thoda coleslaw type ka salad bana diya, so it can be made into a healthy snack. This is where the innovation comes, that you need to make the snacks healthy. Limit the consumption of processed foods. Processed foods, you know, I hear people saying कि बच्चे आजकल ये पिज़्ज़ा और ये बर्गर ये खाते रहते हैं, fast food. But what about the adults that are also eating the samosas, pakodis, mirchi vadas? So, you know, when I say processed food and when I say, you know, unhealthy food, I also talk of mirchi vadas and kachoris and samosas also. So you cannot only blame the junk food of these children. So all these kind of foods, there the consumption should be reduced. अगर आप घर में इनका consumption कम करेंगे तो बच्चे भी कम ही खाएंगे. Mindful eating. Mindful eating means स्क्रीन के सामने है, मूवी देख रहे हैं, खा रहे हैं बस कुछ बैठ के, you know, it could be a packet of chips, it could be a packet of chocolate biscuits, it could be just ice cream. So mindful eating means just think what you are eating. जैसे हम कहते हैं ना, think before you talk, think before you eat. Especially in today's time when everybody, most of the people are in some kind of anxiety. And limit the salt intake also. alcohol, tobacco, smoking, addictive substances. This has become very common in adolescence. These are also very detrimental to health. Again, I come back to my favorite topic, fruits. All kinds of fruits are available here. So lots of fruits should be there, stocked in the home. You can't blame a child if fruits are not available at home. So stock up your home with fruits if you want your family members to be eating fruits. Serve them in delicious things, like you can make a chaat out of it, you can make a smoothie, you can make a shake, you can make you can freeze it into popsicles, and you can make fruit popsicles. There are lots of things that can be done with fruits. Green leafy vegetables, very important. GLVs जिसको हम कहते हैं, because they have a lot of iron, antioxidants, fiber. So in green leafy vegetables, again, in a room, if I ask people, कितने लोग green leafy vegetables खाते हैं रोज, very few people are going to answer. There are certain nutrients that these adolescents need. First is vitamin A. Vitamin A को कैसे खाना है? Traffic light की colors. Traffic lights आपने देखी है, red, yellow, green. So colors of traffic lights, the colors of fruits and vegetables which have the colors of traffic light all have vitamin A. So all red vegetables, all yellow vegetables, all green vegetables are rich in vitamin A. Vitamin C, why I am emphasizing on vitamin C right now is because it helps us to boost our immunity in today's times. It helps us to strengthen our immune mechanism. Citrus, vitamin C किसमें है? All citrus fruits, lemon, amla, guava. We are staying in Rajasthan, okay? So even fruits like ber, kamrak, amla, guava, these are all vitamin C rich fruits. So we should not ignore the local fruits and vegetables also. Zinc. Zinc is something that is present in a lot of whole grains, pulses, seeds, walnuts, fish, and it again helps us to strengthen our immune mechanism. So minerals, agar aap whole grains खा रहे हैं, दाल खा रहे हैं, seeds खा रहे हैं, you will get adequate amount of zinc, and it will help the adolescents to fight the whatever disease they are facing. Proteins, as I was saying, these are the sources of protein, and I would like to give a minute to the amrit of our Indian foods, and that is curd. Samudra manthan hoke amrit nikla tha na? Dahi is something like that amrit because it's a prebiotic, it is good for the gut health, it has calcium, it has protein, but it should be made with low fat milk. Please stop using full cream milk. We are not really working that much that we can consume full cream milk. So please switch over to toned milk, even if that person is a growing adolescent. We are drinking milk not for the fat content, we are drinking milk because of the calcium and protein content. वो आपको low fat milk में भी मिल जाएगा. And homemade. So curd, then milk and milk product. Why I am giving this diagram is, one glass of milk is equivalent to 4 glasses of छाछ. So if you are saying कि मैं दूध नहीं पीता, सब कुछ बच्चे कहते हैं दूध नहीं पी रहे पर हम छाछ पी लेते हैं. So 1 glass of milk, each adolescent should have at least 2 to 3 glasses of milk, either in the form of curd or paneer or छाछ. So you have to remember that 1 glass of milk is equivalent to 4 glasses of छाछ. ये equivalence हमें याद रखनी है. Dals and pulses of various kinds. Sprouts is the preferred thing, and whole grain, whole pulses. छिलके वाली दाल में ज्यादा न्यूट्रिशन होगा. Omega-3 fatty acids. Omega-3 fatty acids की कैप्सूल लेने की जरूरत नहीं होती है. There are lots of foods which have adequate amount of, agar aap, if you take half a teaspoon of flax seeds or sunflower seed or chia seeds every day, your omega-3 fatty acid is going to be fulfilled. So just make that trail mix, eat it as your evening snack, and all your omega-3 fatty acids are And I always tell young people when I'm talking to them that omega-3 fatty acids is going to keep you young. And to old people, I say that it's going to delay your aging process. So take your omega-3 fatty acids, take your flax seeds or sunflower seeds or chia seeds. Chia seeds, you can make delicious chia seed puddings, with chia seeds. YouTube pe dekhoge, you will find 10 recipes for that. Prebiotics and probiotics. Now I'm talking about the gut health, because adolescents are facing a lot of stress these days. We have to admit this, that the adolescents are facing far more stressful environments and stressful situations than their parents did. Because you see, there is a lot of competition, there is a lot of examination, studying, coaching. There is an adolescent's life is very stressful these days. So the digestive system goes for a 6th then. They have a lot of gut related problems. So for that, we need to give them prebiotics and probiotics. You really don't need to buy probiotics from the market to to improve your gut system. Prebiotics बहुत सारे खाने की चीजों में होते हैं. Curd is one of them. Fruits है, banana है, oats है, barley है, apples है, fermented food products है. We have so many delicious fermented food products in our Indian and continental cuisine, like idli, dhokla. So lots of things that we can eat can provide the prebiotics and probiotics. And prebiotics and probiotics have also been linked to a lot of overall health benefits. So try to include these kind of foods. Anemia. Although Archana is going to talk about the nutritional problems, but I just could not resist sharing this. I wanted to tell you that, these small foods like dates, kishmish, apricots or khubani, sprouts with lemon juice are very good sources of iron, and they can prevent anemia. So please include these foods in the diet of an adolescent, especially an adolescent girl. Because more than 50% of adolescent girls in India are anemic. Boys are also anemic, but girls are more anemic. So these are some examples that I had given. Because we belong to Rajasthan, we cannot do without bajre ki khichdi and gur, and it's a very good iron-rich food. So why not eat it? No qualms in eating it. Til, poha, these are all things, til ke laddu, gazak, these are all things which adolescents will eat. And til also is very rich in calcium. So some healthy habits which need to be encouraged in an adolescent is consuming lots of fruits and vegetables, eating a variety of food. Breakfast. There is a rule in my house. Nobody can leave the house without eating breakfast. Whatever may be happening. बिना आयरन किए कपड़े पहन के चले जाओ, but breakfast miss करके नहीं जाना है, because breakfast is one of the most important meal, especially for adolescents who are into academics, who are studying. Whether they are in college, whether they are going to a coaching school, whether they are going to school, or whether they are taking online classes right now. Because it is the brain food. You need food to feed your brain before you start working, right? सुबह उठ के आजकल बच्चे क्या कर रहे हैं, देर से उठते हैं, मुंह धोया, लैपटॉप के सामने बैठ गए, ऑनलाइन क्लास शुरू हो गई. But are you understanding why are you straining your poor brain so much? Why don't you eat something? It could be a milk, it could be a banana shake, it could be a smoothie, it could be just cornflakes and milk. But eat something before you get on to your online class business. Please eat breakfast. So skipping breakfast is also associated with weight gain and obesity. Let us not take a high sugar breakfast. High sugar breakfast means sweetened cereals, Try to avoid them and try to avoid things like, you know, जैसे हम American movies में देखते हैं ना, their day starts with a donut and a coffee. It is the most horrible breakfast that a person can have because it is loaded with sugar and it is, you are starting your day with a lot of caffeine. So please don't do that. Try to include a fruit, try to include a whole grain in your breakfast. Whenever we are talking of adolescent nutrition, how can we not talk about fast food? Of fast food, we have to understand कि क्यों, why do we crave fast food? Craving होती है ना कि नहीं मुझे तो आज पिज्जा खाना है, बहुत दिन हो गए मुझे आज बर्गर खाना है, मुझे आज पास्ता खाना है. These foods release neurotransmitters like dopamine and oxytocin, which induce relaxation, pleasure and enjoyment. Do you know dopamine or oxytocin और किस चीज से release होता है? If you exercise, if you hug somebody, if you sit with somebody you love, then also dopamine and oxytocin are released. So you know that is why you get hooked to, that is why children get hooked to fast foods. Adolescents also and their parents also need to understand what is it about fast food that children cannot stop eating them. Even we eat them, हम भी खाते हैं fast food. These are comfort foods because they actually make us feel better. You know, you are feeling very dejected. इतने दिन हो गए, friends से नहीं मिल पाए, घर में बंद बैठे हैं, no socializing, no partying, no going out. You eat a pizza and you suddenly feel very nice. Why? Because the substances in the pizza are releasing oxytocin and dopamine and which relieve your brain. So don't, too much fast food is going to stimulate these hormones and then you will crave for more. Hidden hunger. Hidden hunger is something I want to talk about. Hidden hunger is that children are full of empty foods, but they have no nutrients. I will give you an example. If an adolescent girl eats a whole bowl of Maggie, okay? She took a full bowl of Maggie and she had a glass of, say, a cola. पेट भर गया, calories fulfill हो गई, but there no nutrients are there. So hidden, the body is now hungry for nutrients. So there in our, especially in our urban young children, there is a lot of hidden hunger. Hidden hunger means high calorie food, which is filling the stomachs, but it is providing no nutrients. Hidden hunger is another kind of malnutrition that these children are facing. Acne is also caused by not only chocolates and fried foods, but also by simple sugars, white flours like maida and empty carbs. This is exactly what I'm talking about. They also cause acne in adolescents. When we are talking of, say, in the COVID times, everybody asks me कि हम बाहर का खाना खा सकते हैं क्या? See, ICMR recommends try to avoid eating outside. But can you order something? Yes, you can. Because food is not, till today, no study says that food is going to transmit any COVID. See, so you can occasionally order outside, but take some precautions, pay online, take contactless delivery, discard the outer packet in the dustbin, sanitize your hands thoroughly, try to microwave the food that you have gotten from outside and discard and do not use the spoons and the cutlery that comes with that food. Because let us accept this fact. Adolescents are going to eat some food from outside. आप उनको बिल्कुल ऐसे बंद नहीं कर सकते कि नहीं जब तक लॉकडाउन है बाहर का खाना नहीं आएगा. No, you can't do that. That is a little inhuman. They should be allowed a little food from outside. Now, there was a movie by Amitabh Bachchan called Cheeni Kam. Movie was not about food, but because he was a chef, so it was called Cheeni Kam. So I also say Cheeni Kam, Namak Kam, fat come. These three things, if we reduce bit by bit, अगर आप YouTube खोलेंगे तो FSSAI का एक वीडियो है which is featuring Rajkumar Rao, it's a beautiful video, and it shows how you can reduce your sugar, salt and fat a little bit. Money, you can tell me when I'm exceeding my time. Okay. So चीनी कम, नमक कम, थोड़ा fat कम. These are the kind of substitutes that we can make for just for these soft drinks or synthetic drinks. We can take fruit juices or natural beverages. How can we make fast food healthy? I try to tell people, you cannot do away, you cannot tell a child mobile nahi loge bilkul, screen time nahi karoge, social media nahi karoge, because these are not doable things. We have to accept that they are here with us. What we need to do is we can modify them and make them more healthy. So replace cheese with paneer or low fat cheese. Feta cheese is a low fat cheese. So if you are making a pizza, make it with feta cheese. If you are making a salad, add feta cheese in it. Add plenty of vegetables. Replace all frying with grilling and baking. Replace white bread, maida noodles with whole grain wheat. And if we switch over to low fat or skim milk instead of full cream milk in our shakes and ice creams and everything, lassi, chaach, curd, then also we are going to we can get into a lot of healthy things. So these are some healthy options for fast food that I just wanted to tell, like sandwiches, bhel puri, fruit chaat, cakes without icing, wheat, pizza agar khana hai to wheat base with less cheese and lots of vegetables, and do not take cheese burst pizza, please. Roasted products, dark chocolates are a better option. So again, idli sambar, chola kulcha, sprouts chaat, dhokla, khandvi, dahi bada, ice cream, not frozen desserts. So when you are buying ice cream, look at the label and see to it कि वो ice cream है, frozen dessert नहीं है. So chocolate के बारे में, I will just end my 2 minutes about screen time. Try to reduce the screen time because it is associated with unmindful eating. So thank you so much. This is a diagram by the Poshan Abhiyan, Solid Bano Abhiyan. Thank you so much for patient listening.
Thank you,
I'll
ma'am.
stop sharing the screen now.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. It was a wonderful presentation and very, very informative, covering almost all aspects of concern of what are the problems that mothers generally face having adolescent kids.
Thank you.
So, Kanika ma'am, I would like to have a few questions, if you may allow.
Yes.
So, ma'am, that was very informative. The thing that you told about 1 glass of milk and 4 glasses of chaach. So, similarly, we generally keep hearing we should eat protein, we should eat protein, we should eat dal. But is there an amount that we can, understand that in one full day, how much of dal we should eat? Whether 1 katori, when we say 1 katori dal, is it 1 katori raw dal or is it 1 katori cooked dal? ये भी लोगों को clarity नहीं होती है.
Okay, yes, that's a very good question, Bunny, because in a day's diet, if you are eating 2 katoris of dal of medium to thick consistency,
okay,
don't eat thin consistency dal. Especially for adolescents, 2 to 3 glasses of milk, which can be either in the form of paneer, curd, chaach, lassi. But like I told you, this much can be done, and a handful of nuts, muthi bhar nuts.
okay.
It could be, and the healthy nuts are walnuts, all almonds, dates. Dates mein protein nahi hota. So this is going to give good amount of protein. And you can also, if that child is an egg eating person, maybe a boiled egg, or you know, a healthy form of egg, maybe 4 to 5 times a week is perfectly all right, provided the child does not have a family history of hyperlipidemia. Then you have to be careful with the egg yolk. And if the child is a non-vegetarian, then you know, maybe one portion of fish or chicken in the either in a grilled form or a baked form, or maybe in the form of a stew in a healthy form. But you know, 2 कटोरी दाल भी बच्चे नहीं खाते.
नहीं खाते हैं.
2 katori means 30 grams of raw dal is considered one serving.
Okay.
So 30 grams of raw dal should be there. So I think this should cover with protein. But yes, Indians are deficient in protein, definitely. So we need to take care of protein.
Okay, and adolescent age is the only age where children are, you know, maximum times they are hungry. Like they have a lot of calorie requirement. So in order to meet those calorie requirements, as mothers, we tend to give them energy rich or calorie rich food, which you said is not a good idea. So we have to meet their calorie requirement. At the same time, we need to give them nourishment. So this becomes a little tricky job.
Yes, it does. See, adolescents have very high BMR, so they can metabolize whatever food we are giving them. No doubt about that. But we also have to understand that we are also establishing the eating habits. See, you don't teach a child when the child is 40 years कि बेटा अब कोई आता है ना तो उसको नमस्ते करते हैं. You don't teach that at 25 years. You start teaching the child at 2 to 3 years. कि नमस्ते करो, और you know, respect your elders. So उसी तरह our food habits, you know, it is very cruel for children. जब मैं देखती हूँ कि you know 15-16 साल के बच्चे को you know खूब सारा घी मक्खन लगा के आलू का पराठा खिला रहे हैं, और जब वो बच्चा 25-30 साल का हो गया और वो ओवरवेट हो गया, so you send them to people like Archana, and then Archana says अब ये सब कुछ बंद है. So it is, can you imagine how torturous it is for the 25-year-old person, because he or she has been eating aloo ke parathe in breakfast for the past 20 years. So yes, we really need to take care that ye habits overnight nahi hoti hain. Suddenly you can't expect you know ki that adolescent, when he or she grows into a 25 to 30-year-old, now she and he, you know, that child is going to go exercise daily, eat healthy food. So this is just not done. So for adolescents also, I always emphasize, you know, do not give full cream milk. Try to give healthy snacks. YouTube kholo, healthy snacks ki bharmar hai. You know, healthy snacks बहुत हैं, and it is, you know, we spend it's very simple. बहुत आसान है. मैगी का पैकेट खोला, 5 मिनट में बना, या बेटा जोमेटो से ऑर्डर कर ले, कुछ खत्म है ना. There are so many things. आप गुड़ चना दे सकते हो. You know, you can make different kind of trail mixes. You can make granola bars. You can make smoothies. You can make so many things for adolescents. Even foods like sandwiches can be made healthy. You know, instead of using mayonnaise, you can use hung curd. तो बहुत सारी चीजें हैं, but the emphasis should be on healthy snacks, because snacks are very important. अगर आप आज एक adolescent को ब्रेड पकोड़ा उसके टिफिन में, या आप उसको इवनिंग स्नैक की तरह हफ्ते में 3 दिन दोगे, तो you are not doing any good to him. Right now you are feeding the child, but you are getting that child into very bad food habits. So when I'm emphasizing about healthy food habits, I'm saying it because we have to talk about a lifestyle of food habits. वो सिर्फ आज नहीं कर रहा ना वो बच्चा. उस बच्चे को अपनी लाइफ स्पैन बढ़ गया. उस बच्चे को 80 साल तक 85 साल तक जीना है, और उसको हेल्दी लाइफस्टाइल जीना है. सो दिस इज द फाउंडेशन.
All right, ma'am, there was someone who was asking a question. I think somebody had raised a hand. So can you please put on your video and ask the question? I think it was Priyanka. Yeah. Can you please ask your question?
टाइम बाद दीदी मुझे चेक करना पड़ेगा कि कहीं वो ना हो।
So you are not audible. So you are not audible. Can you please repeat?
बाहर भी होगी तो
Maybe,
तो कहीं वही टाइम ना हो।
maybe she can write the question on the chat box.
Yeah, I told actually, but she raised the hand. So you can please type in your question and we can take it up.
बेटा आपका क्या हुआ?
So Kanika ma'am, there are a lot of good comments and a lot of appreciation for your presentation. Everybody is
Thank you, Mani.
giving you a lot of. So if we have that question, we can take it up later, Kanika ma'am.
I think we can take it later.
Hana? Because we are running short of time also. So thank you so much once again, Kanika ma'am. It was wonderful having you here. Thank you so much. So now the second speaker for today, is my screen visible? Is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am, it's visible.
Yes. Okay. So the second speaker is Miss Archana Jain. Archana Jain is a dietitian for more than 20 years now, and she has her own Angel Care Wellness Center in Bapu Nagar, Jaipur. So let me introduce Archana Jain ma'am to all the participants today. Archana ma'am has been dealing with weight management, diet for diabetics, cancer, heart, lung, kidney diseases, etc. Guiding for sports nutrition, kids nutrition, weight management through her wellness center since 2005 and helping the society for more than a decade now. She has received many awards, including the Best Slimming Center in Jaipur by various organizations. Her clients are people ranging from all walks of life and from far off places like Mumbai, Delhi, Hong Kong, US, Australia, and even Dubai. They are treated with natural, individualistic, practical, easy diets. Psychological and social counseling is also a part of her service. She has also worked with esteemed institutes like Infosys, Rotary International, various BPOs, SOS villages, and other schools and colleges, health camps, and doctors, etc. Ms. Archana is regularly invited for TV shows, radio talks, as speaker and consultant for many conferences, debates, etc. Her write-ups are very commonly featured in newspapers. She's a life member of Indian Dietetic Association, Jaipur Women Mentor Forum, Sakhi, and Hum, which is a part of Swachh Abhiyan. I welcome you, Archana Di. You are very much welcome in the webinar today, and thank you for accepting my request.
Thank you, Mani. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you very much. And thank you, Kanika Di, for a beautiful presentation. So now I will start my presentation. Can I just screen share? Thank you. So as we all know that today we are talking about the nutrition for adolescent health. So, so as we all know, as we understand that health is a state of physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease. And in other words, it's just because you feel okay, that doesn't mean you're okay. And adolescence, the word came from the origin from Latin word adolescere, to grow into maturity. That means to grow into maturity. This is a phase of human development encompassing the transition from childhood to adulthood. WHO age period between 10 and 19 years for both the sexes, married and unmarried people. So adolescence is characterized by conflicts of value, emotional stress, and readiness to extreme attitudes, which invariably leads to several psychosocial problems of adolescence. So it's very important. We've just heard from Kanika Didi that adolescent health is very important because there are so many changes that are taking place. That there are physical changes, there are psychological changes, there are behavioral changes, and you know they are going to be a healthy human being, and then they'll make a healthy society for the nation. So it's very important to have an understanding of adolescent nutrition. So Kanika Didi has covered how good the diet should be and how food is very important. But then when we talk about nutrition, there are so many other things which are very important and which gives us nutrition, which has to be taken care of. These are known as 5 elements of the body. So we get nutrition from all these 5 elements. So it's not only food that needs to be taken care of, it's all other, these 5 elements are also very, very important, because as we know, water is the base of our body, which is 70%. Our body is made up of water. The earth element gives us more nutrients like minerals, like vitamins. Then the akash, or the ether element, which gives us cosmic energy, which is used in yoga and meditation. Then the air element gives us the oxygen, which is our lifeline. The fire element is the metabolic energy, which we use to metabolize the food, which we known as the fire in the belly. So the term Panch Tattva is often mentioned in the scriptures of ancient history and civilization. This term refers to 5 elements of which this universe and our body is made up of. All the animate and inanimate things are made up of these 5 things. So everything which surrounds us, everything we eat, the biodiversity of the ecosystem, hold these Panch Tattva together. The substance which occur in nature, example foods, plants, herbs, shrubs, sunlight, air, water, mineral, etc., have the same framework as that of a human body with respect to the concept of Panchatattva. It sustains the health and articulate it with the environment of proper balancing of this chain. If these elements are well proportionate to each other, it leads to a sound and healthy physique. The equilibrium between the body and the nature should be kept in tune in order to have a harmonious relationship for better health. When there is any disharmony in composition, it can lead to malfunctioning of the body. So as we see, these elements are present in our body and they represent our different organs. As we all know that the space element represents the organ of hearing, which is mouth and ear. The air element represents the organ of touch, which is skin. The fire element offers us organ of seeing, which is our eyes. And the water represents organ of taste, which is tongue. And earth represents organ of smell, which is nose and anus. So we can see how these 5 elements are in an amalgamation with our bodies. To keep a healthy body, we must add all these in our nutrition plan. So we must drink water 3 to 4 liters, eat roots and tubers and greens, expose to sun for 10-20 minutes to 30 minutes in a day, learn to breathe deep and do yoga and meditation, and to relax the body and mind, learn to sleep well. At least 8 hours of sleep is a must. Nowadays, the adolescents especially have a very vague schedule, so they don't sleep at the right time. But I would still prefer, at least I would suggest them that they must sleep for at least 8 hours. Even if they have to split their hours, they must have 8 to 9 hours of sleep. And then very importantly, they have to exercise for at least 60 minutes in a day, which is the WHO standards. So as Kanika Didi has covered, that we have to eat healthy, but still we are adolescent is an age of a big challenge. So we face some nutritional problems during adolescence. which is majorly anemia, obesity, PCOD, bulimia, anorexia, acne, undernutrition, and special need for nutrition. So first we'll take up anemia. What is anemia? Iron deficiency anemia was the second leading cause of years lost by adolescents to death and disability. Anemia is defined as a low number of red blood cells in a routine blood test. Anemia is reported as a low hemoglobin or a hematocrit. Hemoglobin is the main protein in your red blood cells. It carries oxygen and delivers it throughout your body. If you have anemia, your hemoglobin level will be low too. If it is low enough, your tissue or organs may not get enough oxygen. So to overcome that, we must eat right, and we should eat a balanced diet. Kanika Didi has covered beautifully that what all we should be eating, but I would like to add some few more. Take animal foods that provide protein and high dosage of vitamin B12. Try to combine cereals, bread, and vegetables with milk or egg. Finish meals with fruit rich in vitamin C, which is very important in anemia. The absorption that increases the iron absorption. Take dried food, fruits, and nuts between meals to provide iron all day. Green vegetables, as they say, every day, they are the best source of dietary folic acid. So folic acid is again very important nutrient for anemia. Then we come to obesity. Obesity is a very leading cause of depression and anxiety for adolescents these days. Overweight and obesity are defined as abnormal or excessive fat accumulation that may impair health. Body mass index is a simple index of weight for height that is commonly used to classify overweight and obesity in adults. It is defined as a person's weight in kilograms divided by the square of his height in meters. Healthy BMI for an urban Indian is less than 23 kgs per meter square, and if it is more than 25 kgs per meter square, it is considered as obese. So if you are obese and following a weight loss diet, so there are a few things that you must consider. Add these food items if your diet chart, if you're following a obesity plan. So eat more vegetables, add them at every meal. Drink plenty of water, which is very, very important. I always tell everyone the first thing that you have to do is like you have to drink lot of water, because sometimes you become hungry when thirsty. If you are thirsty, you start feeling hungry, then you start eating. So it's always good to, if you are feeling hungry, first have some water, and then if you're still feeling hungry, then you must eat something. So try eating off smaller plates so as to eat smaller portions. This is very important. Eat small portions. We generally try and avoid things, start avoiding. So okay, ye nahi khana hai, this is very unhealthy. I mean, all the sweets and all the bad things also sometimes we crave for them. We want to eat them if it is made at home. So everybody wants to eat that. So eat in smaller quantities. If you can eat just a half a besan ka laddu, then it is still fine, rather than going for a 2 or 3 laddus. So take smaller portions and exercise between 30 minutes to 1 hour each day with moderate exercises, brisk walking, team sport, cycling or swimming. Be mindful of what you put in your mouth and your shopping trolley. And try to avoid these food items if you're following obesity diet plan. Rely on soft drinks, sweetened cereals, cookies and cakes, donuts and pastries, chips and confectionaries to get you through the day. Or as I said, even if you want to eat it in a very small quantity. Don't skip meals. This is very important. Don't skip meals. This will tempt you to snack, and do not snack between meals. Avoid eating quickly. Sometimes, these days people do not have time. So children, what they do is like they just get up from the bed and then eat something which is very, very fast. I mean, even the elders are doing this. So everybody is running short of time. So please give your meal proper time. Assign some 10-15 minutes for your breakfast, lunch, or dinner, whatever, and then eat while sitting properly and chew properly. So avoid eating quickly. Sit and chew each bite, and don't food shop when you are hungry. Don't eat more than 2 or 3 pieces of uh, anything which is high in calorie. Then we come to a very serious problem these days girls are facing, which is PCOD. What I see is like every other girl, every third or fourth girl these days have a problem of irregular periods. They have this problem of PCOD, which is known as polycystic ovary disease. It is a hormonal disorder causing enlarged ovaries with small cysts on the outer edges. The cause of polycystic ovary syndrome isn't well understood, but may involve a combination of genetic and environmental factors. Hormonal changes and obesity also leads to PCOD. So for PCOD, the diet should be dark green and leafy vegetables like lettuce and broccoli, and red fruits like berries are densely rich in nutrients and antioxidants. Plant proteins like dried beans, legumes, and lentils should also be part of the daily diet. Women suffering from PCOS and PCOD are insulin resistant also. So they are always advised to lose weight. Losing weight can solve 90% of the problem. So I would suggest anybody and everybody who's suffering with this kind of a problem, try and lose weight. This will really going to help her. Then there are eating disorder, which is known as bulimia. Bulimia is a psychological eating disorder. So when they want to look very thin, so they fall prey into all these issues. So, and then they start suffering with a disease or a condition called bulimia. Bulimia, people have this episode of binge eating. That means consuming a large quantity of food in one sitting. During these binges, you have no sense of control over your eating. Afterwards, you try inappropriate ways to lose weight, such as vomiting, fasting, enemas, excessive use of laxatives, compulsive exercising. Bulimia, also called bulimia nervosa, it tends to start in late childhood or early adulthood. So the nutritional therapy which helps here is to the goal is to teach you good eating habits. You work with the dietitian to learn to recognize your body's signals of hunger and fullness. They help you stabilize your weight and gain a healthier attitude towards food. And similarly, we have an eating disorder, which is anorexia nervosa, where a person always find herself, generally girls में बहुत ज़्यादा देखा जाता है, but then boys also, they feel they are very fat. So anorexia nervosa, also called anorexia, is a potentially life-threatening eating disorder that is characterized by self-starvation and excessive weight loss. The disorder is diagnosed when a person's weight is least 15% less than their normal ideal body weight. Extreme weight loss in people with anorexia nervosa can lead to dangerous health problems and even death. The term anorexia literally means loss of appetite. However, this definition is misleading as people with anorexia nervosa are often hungry but refuse food anyway. People with anorexia nervosa have intense fears of becoming fat and see themselves as fat even when they are very thin. These individuals may try to correct their perceived flaw by strictly limiting food intake and exercising excessively in order to lose weight. So the diet advice would be, if you have anorexia, you may not be getting all the vitamins and energy that your body needs to grow and develop properly, which is especially important as you reach puberty. During your treatment, your dietitian will give you your advice about the best foods to eat to stay healthy. They will probably also advise you to take vitamin or mineral supplements. This depends on case-to-case basis. Then comes the acne, which is also covered by Kanika Didi beautifully. So, but then acne vulgaris is a more commonly referred to simply as acne, is a chronic inflammatory disorder of pilosebaceous unit, characterized by abnormalities in sebum production, follicular desquamation, bacterial proliferation, and inflammation. There are many foods which should be we should cut on the sugar, alcohol, processed food, dairy, and we must drink more water, eat green leafy vegetables, antioxidants, dark chocolates, pumpkin seeds, green tea, spinach, kale, navy beans, grass-fed beef. If you eat nuts such as walnuts and almonds, flax seeds. So these are few things which helps in acne. Then we have, there's another problem which is undernutrition. Undernutrition denotes insufficient intake of energy and nutrients to meet an individual's needs to maintain good health. In most literature, undernutrition is used synonymously with malnutrition. In the strictest sense, malnutrition denotes both undernutrition and overnutrition. Many boys and girls in developing countries enter adolescence undernourished, making them more vulnerable to diseases and early death. So treating malnutrition depends on what causes a person to become malnourished and how severe it is. Treatment may be carried out at home or in hospital. Dietary changes are the main treatment for malnutrition. If you are undernourished, you may need to increase the nutritional content of your food with or without taking nutrition supplements. If you are unable to eat enough to meet your nutritional needs, you may need a feeding tube to provide nutrients directly into your digestive system, or a drip to provide nutrients and fluids directly into a vein. And then we have people with special nutrition needs, like people with sports during pregnancy and night shift workers, exam time, and then children who are living in hostels. But then this depends on their individual situation. We must take care of nutrition anytime, anywhere, wherever we are living, in whichever condition we are. We must give importance to our diet, because this is the lack of knowledge and lack of nutrients in our diet is leading to many diseases. Nowadays, this is like this has become a very common problem to have a lifestyle disorder. People get diabetes, blood pressure, cholesterol, all the metabolic syndrome when they grow around 30. Even when they reach 30, even then they get all these diseases. So we must, from the very beginning, and especially during adolescence, we must take care of the diet of our adolescents so that India can have a very bright future. So in the end, I would like to say You are the hero of your own story. By following nutrition guidelines, you can make it a blockbuster. Thank you.
Thank you,
Manu,
Archana ma'am. Thank you, Archana ma'am. It was a very
well,
good presentation with lot of information. So if anybody wants to ask any question, you can please put it in the chat box.
so slide share. Should I stop the slide share? Yes.
Yeah, ma'am. Okay, so I think not many people have any question, but I would like to have one question from you, Archana Di. What are the major problems that people come with adolescent health issues in your center? Like, which are the major problems in with adolescent kids?
See, the major is, yes, obesity.
Obesity.
From starting from the age group of 10 to all matlab 20 25 tak bhi. So the major part is obesity is major, but then anemia is also very important. And then anemia of, I've seen anemia of a kind of, with a hemoglobin of 5 8. The people come, the girls especially, girls come with a hemoglobin of just 8, and then they are leading their life with 8 hemoglobin. So Kanika Didi can understand how can they proceed with their life after marriage, giving birth to babies. So this is a major issue. And then nowadays I'm getting a lot of stomach related issues. People with acidity is very, very common. Acidity and indigestion, heartburn, this is very, very common. And then as I said in the presentation, the PCOS amongst girls, it is the commonest. It is the most common. I mean, from where I am sitting, I feel that no girl is having a normal period nowadays. Everybody is facing because of the lack of nutrition, because of overweight, because of wrong timings, and especially or additionally they are like, some children are studying in other cities, they are living in hostels, so they don't get proper nutrition. So but then it is very important when parents send their kids to other cities or hostels to study, they must make sure that the children are getting enough nutrition. So they have to,
This
yeah.
is also one very serious concern. I think both you and Kanika ji can throw a light on students, because we're talking about the adolescent group. So mostly students in this group are also going to, as you very well said, in hostels. There are a lot of hostel kids in this group. So how can they keep up with their nutritional demands in hostel? What can parents do to, both you and Kanika ma'am can please throw light.
Kanika Idi, can I take this question?
You answer.
Okay, because I'm dealing with many of them. This is a very frequently
Issue.
challenged situation. So when children who are staying in hostel, the parents, what they do is like, because they have to pay for the food and all, and then parents feel, okay, हमने तो पैसे दे दिए हैं and now we are free. But then what I have seen is, most of the children, like I can say maybe 90-95% of the children are not eating their breakfast. They don't get up. They only get up when they have a class. So they just get up and then they rush to the class. They don't eat breakfast. And sometimes the hostel is somewhere else in the other building, or maybe, there are different types of colleges, but generally. So they feel it is waste of time, one. And secondly, the breakfast doesn't taste that good to them, or not up to their expectations, or not up to their taste. So they generally avoid. And then what they do is like, after the class, they'll go to the canteen or a market or wherever. They'll order or they'll eat there something else. So one thing the parents must ensure that just by paying the fees of the hostel, they should not sit pretty or think that their children are having everything. What I generally suggest is, like, in their room, children must keep, like, the say maybe some dry fruits with them, some homemade laddus generally मम्मियाँ देती हैं, but बच्चे तो नहीं खाते, so
But
encourage them to eat.
But I think कि मेरे को अब ये लगने लग गया है कि मतलब this is my personal feeling, I don't know, you please both of you tell me if it is right, कि बच्चा बाहर से whole time hogs on pizza and burger, उससे बेटर मुझे लगता है आप मठरी का अगर एक हेल्दी वेरिएशन मैदे की बजाय आटे की मठरी बना के अगर रखो, I think this is a better option than burger and pizza. I think, I don't know.
Or Mani, what I suggest is, like, they have to keep buying fruits from wherever they can, and they can always learn to make sprouts. Sprouts is something which doesn't need any cooking gadget, so
Yes.
they can always, the mothers should make it a point to teach their children, a girl or a boy, to make sprouts in their room. So they can always make, they can have plenty of things which they can keep it ready in their room only. And even when children don't go for breakfast and all, I always ask them to have at least a banana and then go for the classes.
I remember, Archana Di, we had when I was in Delhi, I was working in Delhi. There was a colleague of mine, he was also a research associate. There was a boy and he was not married. So his tiffin used to be sprouts. He was very health conscious. Being a boy, we used to wonder कि Kshitij sir, आप इतने मतलब गजब, आप हम लोगों को भी मात देते हो. But regularly that person used to make sprouts. He said this is the best thing a person can do in a room. India being a country like, you know, where temperatures are also favorable, मतलब अपनी country के लिए तो बहुत आसान है. अपने especially North India, आप आराम से sprouting कर सकते हैं. कुछ भी जरूरत नहीं. Yes, this is a very valid point. You would like to contribute anything?
I would like to add one thing. You know, what Archana is saying is actually the problem, that children don't eat breakfast in the hostel mess. They don't like the food. They are ordering from outside. So I always say, you know, you again, just when the child is about to go, when the child is about to go in the hostel, then you can't teach him. आप उसको 15 साल की पढ़ाई एक दिन में नहीं करा सकते. So again, I am emphasizing on educating adolescents about healthy food habits, just as we teach them social skills, just as we teach them कि चलो बेटा कंप्यूटर सीख लो, डांस सीख लो, गाना सीख लो. You know, we are trying to teach our children so many things. We are sending them to so many classes, but why are we not teaching them correct nutritional practices? I will give you an example. When my daughter went to hostel, the food was terrible in the mess. Okay, so I sent sattu with her. I sent sattu and she said, I told her you can buy your own sugar. So for weeks, you know, until she adjusted to the hostel food, in the morning she used to make a bowl of sattu because she was used to having breakfast. So she used to make a bowl of sattu and eat it. She used to buy fruits. What Archana is saying is actually right. Sprouts and fruits are two things which these hostel children can do.
Also, one more thing, they can learn to, you know, make dahi. दूध सब जगह मिलता है, हर हॉस्टल में मिलता है, बच्चे उसको पीते ही नहीं है. You know, generally the taste, I mean, the timing is wrong, or maybe the taste is wrong. I don't know. There are many reasons. But then curd, everybody can have, and curd is something which you can have any time of the day. कर्ड का क्या है, कुछ भी उसमें थोड़ा सा आपने फ्रूट मिला लिया तो वो फ्रूट कर्ड बन गया, उसमें कुछ और खीरा टमाटर डाल दिया तो वो रायता बन गया. सो यू कैन, एंड इवन यू कैन मेक अ छाछ, जैसे कनिका दीदी कह रही थी कि आप एक ग्लास का 4 ग्लास छाछ बना सकते हो, तो you can have it 4 times in a day. So that will, you know, kind of fill you, and you will have a better taste. दही के साथ में दही बनाना is very आसान, very easy. दही जमाना is again very.
That's one thing that I used to do, Archana, during my hostel days. Because I went to Gujarat and I never used to like those meetha stuff. So I used to, हम लोग टिफिन all my roommates we were, और बाजार से हम वहाँ पे अमूल की छाछ और ये ना वहाँ पे मतलब it is available at every third house. That's very commonly available in Anand. I studied in Gujarat in Anand. So वहाँ पे छाछ लस्सी बहुत conveniently मिलता था और बहुत अच्छा भी मिलता था. मतलब I should say जयपुर से जाके मुझे लगा कि छाछ इतनी अच्छी भी मिलती है क्या? You know, the quality of छाछ was also very good. So हम लोग क्या करते थे, वो रोटियां रख के रात को छाछ में भिगो देते थे. रात को टिफिन आया, रात को हमने बाहर से ऑर्डर करके खा लिया या बाहर जाके खा लिया. सुबह तो टाइम नहीं होता था, सुबह भागना होता था, तो सुबह हम वो छाछ में डिप करी हुई रोटी, हम रात को अपनी टिफिन की रोटी का हमारा यही काम होता था. जो हम टिफिन का पैसा देते थे वो सिर्फ ब्रेकफास्ट के काम आता था. तो रोटी को हम छाछ में डिप करके सुबह खा के जाते थे. या पोहा भी कभी कभी.
It is very nourishing. The दूध में ये दही में डाली हुई रोटी is excellent source of nutrition and it cleans your digestive system. बहुत ही अच्छा है digestive system के लिए. It is very good.
पर क्या है कि this has to be taught from school days. The nutrition education is what I am emphasizing. You cannot mothers के ये बच्चे आज हॉस्टल में हैं, कल ये जॉब करेंगे, they will be living in PGs, they will have even more rigorous routines. तब क्या करेंगे? So they need to learn how to eat healthy. They really
you
need.
Right.
Really need to
my mother used to eat this na. My dadi and mama used to do this, make it. That is why I knew कि हम ये कर सकते हैं. Otherwise I couldn't have.
Exactly. So follow good habits at home. बच्चे follow करेंगे.
Absolutely.
And one more thing that I was talking is कि जैसे हॉस्टल में जब बच्चे जाते हैं तो हम उनको तिल के लड्डू या आटे की मटरी, I think this is a good option, ma'am. What do you say? Instead of they buying fast food.
It's better than eating fast food which is available outside. Definitely is.
At least hygienic हो जाता है. उसका जो oil आप use कर रहे हो, जो आपने घी या oil जो भी use करा है, वो आपका घर का safe होता है. तो
and you know, and instead of laddus you can make panjiri. So उसमें थोड़ा घी का amount कम हो जाता है. That's all.
Yes, and granola bars, मैम जैसे आपने कहा था ना, ये एक बहुत अच्छा ऑप्शन है. मतलब बहुत ही अच्छा ऑप्शन है in order to make children eat dry fruits, because वरना इन लोगों को मीठा चाहिए पर इनको dry fruits नहीं खाने. So granola bars are a good option to meet both the requirements, I think. And they also have a good shelf life, so they can also be kept for long.
Yes, they can be done.
So anything else anybody wants to add or discuss? Otherwise, I think we are through with our very fruitful discussion.
Can you please give us the recipe of panjiri? Can you please
panjiri,
give us
panjiri is basically made with just atta. But what you can do to increase the protein content is ये nuggets होते हैं ना, nutri nuggets, soya nuggets जो होते हैं, just grind them into a powder, and in 1 cup of, if you are taking 1 cup of atta, add 1 tablespoon of that soya bean powder. Not soya bean, nutri nuggets का powder, because soya bean अगर आप use करोगे तो उसमें protein inhibitor होता है. And then you just roast it lightly, add a little bura. बच्चे खा लेते हैं उसको. You can add a little dry fruits in it. So it's a filling thing, not loaded with ghee, but it tastes good also. So this is what I used to send to my girls when they were in hostel.
Yeah, that's a brilliant idea.
You can make a besan panjiri also. Instead of making besan laddu, just roast the besan, add less ghee, put it in a container, and बच्चे खाते हैं उसको, चम्मच से खाते हैं, आराम से खाते हैं.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
कनिका दीदी ने जो कहा बचपन से सिखाओ, तो वो मैंने अपने बेटे को करा, तो वो बॉम्बे जब पढ़ने गया तो मुझे बिल्कुल भी परेशानी नहीं हुई, because he eats good तो वो वहां से नारियल पानी लेके खाता था, रोज बनाना खाता था, हमेशा उसके घर में फ्रूट्स रहेंगे, तो इट बिकम्स इजियर फॉर पेरेंट्स. डीलिंग एन adolescent इज ऑलरेडी अ चैलेंज, तो उसके साइकोलॉजिकल और इमोशनल और इतने सारे फैक्टर्स और ऐड हो जाते हैं. तो एट दैट टाइम टीचिंग हिम हाउ टू ईट गुड इज डिफिकल्ट, बट देन आप बचपन से अगर सिखा रहे हो तो आई रियली अग्री विद कनिका दीदी, क्योंकि हमने ये
Exactly.
पढ़ा भी है हमेशा ही कि बचपन से सिखाओ बच्चों को. तो
वो बच्चे अपने आप फ्रूट्स खरीदते हैं, मिल्क खरीदते हैं, आजकल तो टेट्रा पैक मिलता है, आजकल तो फ्लेवर्ड मिल्क मिलता है. तो देर इज नो डर्थ ऑफ गुड फूड अवेलेबल अगर आप एक्चुअली जाओ. मतलब my daughter in her hostel, she eventually got into the mess committee and she used to plan beautiful meals for all the hostel girls. तो मुझे
Wow.
लगा कि okay, the nutrition education that I have been given
Successful.
was successful.
yes. मेरी एक क्लाइंट थी काफी टाइम पहले, वो किसी कॉलेज में थी, तो वो अपने कॉलेज का जो कैंटीन का शी वाज इन चार्ज. So she completely changed the things that they used to eat at canteen.
Exactly.
So we can change. It is just the intention has to be there. सब चीजें available हैं, सब कुछ possible है. But then it is up to you to canteen में बैठ के कचौरी खानी है या कुछ और रोस्टेड चना या कुछ.
Actually, Archana is absolutely right. We have to be the role model. If we are not eating fruits, our children will not eat fruits. If we are eating bhujia at every meal, our children are also going to eat it. If we are eating, if we are getting kachoris and samosa at a regular basis, वो बच्चे क्यों नहीं खाएंगे? We have to be the role model.
Yes. So I think we are done with the session today. I would like to read out a few comments that people have given. Very nice presentation, nicely presented, Archana di. Lovely presentation, Kanika di. There are so many comments, ma'am. How many should I read? From Jayant, very nice presentation. Then very nice presentation from Dr. Reshma. Then very informative session. Very useful informations, great sessions, Kanika ma'am. So I think lot of people have enjoyed the session today and they have got lot of information. So I'm highly thankful and obliged for both of you for sparing time, ma'am. It was an honor to have you both here on the panel, and you have really guided us well. This will go a long way in helping our kids. And anybody who wants to see this informative and fruitful discussion can also see on my YouTube channel, and which will be available after days. The YouTube channel name is Foodie Wizard. So people can have a benefit of having this.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mani. Thank you everyone who has spared their time and listened to our conversations. Thank you so much. Thank you, Kanika Idi. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Archana, your presentation was very good.
Yes.
He has such a long experience of dealing with nutritional problems actually.
Yes.
Good. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you both once again. Thank you, Kanika ma'am. Thank you, Archana ma'am.
Okay.
Pleasure having you both. Thank you.
Okay.